Hi, I'm Chase Garbarino.
And I'm Greg Gomer, and this is the BostInno Beat.
We were supposed to have Scott Kirshner on today. He bailed.
He's obviously not here.
He's not here. He says he has something else he had to do.
I'm just not interested in doing it anymore.
We just don't feel like doing it today.
So what's different?
Tom's back too, so we really don't want to do it, but
There's a lot of pressure, and Scott's not here. I dressed up for Scott.
Greg dressed up. It's like Christmas morning learning there's no Santa.
So we'll see what happens.
I don't even know why we talk about tech with Scott.
Scotty, we miss you, man.
Well, obviously we're having some problem, and it sometimes happens with live television.
Let's talk about RoboCop.
Oh, hell no.
We'll do it live.
The big one this week, the moment we've all been waiting for. The 50onFire finalists are finally out, and it's a stacked list of people. On that list, Evertrue, Flash Notes, DataZoo, Nanigans, Clipped, Sheila Marcello, Dave Balter, Alex Finkelstein, Chip Hazard, Maya Heyman, HubSpot. The list obviously goes on and on across all categories. It's going to be a huge event.
Yeah, I mean, you literally listed everybody we have on here, so I don't even know who the other finalists are, but I did hear, we're not really in the selection committee, but I did hear that this year, most nominees ever, most competitive, a lot of people on fire. We had to ask the courthouse for more space this year.
And more fire extinguishers.
Yeah, pyrotechnics, all that stuff that happens. Frankly, I don't feel bad saying, but it is the best event of the year.
It is.
Hands down.
It's on fire, December 4th.
Hands down.
We'll see you there.
Maybe?
Hot off the goss train this week, we're hearing that Sqrrl, no vowels, in Sqrrl, could be raising a round of funding. We're hearing that people are actually from out of town. They came in yesterday when you watch this, to take a look at Sqrrl.
Sqrrl. Interesting. Yeah, our mentor, one of the executive producers of the show, Chris Lynch, is an investor
smartest
there.
mentor we have.
Yep. So, I don't know. It's interesting to hear. We actually ran into a few of the guys, and they said they're heading over to the office today. Literally right now.
Keep an eye out. Making moves this week. HubSpot making billion-dollar moves. The stock is priced at about $33 a share, which officially makes HubSpot a billion-dollar company, unicorn, pillar, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. Scott Kirshner bench pressed a $1 billion market cap this morning before canceling on us.
That's why he bailed. He was too busy bench pressing $1 million companies.
He bicep curled a $33 a share.
I don't even know why we're talking about billion-dollar companies, unicorns. That's sort of his thing.
We shouldn't even do this segment
without Scott. Either way,
I don't feel like doing it.
HubSpot's now a billion-dollar company. In the community this week, Brad Feld was in town. He was at a Project 11 event. He had some pretty interesting things to say. One of the things, of many, that he said was there's a sort of shtick going on in the startup community right now that people are so focused on building sort of the next big thing, these billion-dollar companies. Really, there's not a success story if it's not a massive, massive hit. What he said is forget about that. Focus on maybe singles and doubles, a company that could have a couple exits or multiple exits sort of along the way. What do you think?
That to me, Brad Feld is one of the nicer guys in venture capital.
He's got great flow.
He's got great flow, like he's part of the flow party, you and Tom. But also one of the nicer guys, and to me that sounds like a nice way of telling one of your portfolio companies to take the deal.
Ooh, a little hidden message there.
But again, I'm not sure why we're talking about this. If Scott were here, I'm sure he'd be saying nothing but hits, home runs. So
right, billion-dollar pillars.
It's probably all that matters.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
Unwanted feedback this week. Our friend Ty Danko, who is from Southern Canada, had some fighting. No,
Southern Canada. Right.
He had some fighting words for us.
Well, he sent a lot of emails.
On our fighting words on Ello.
A couple of emails a day. About Ello.
He was saying that Wayfair and HubSpot, I guess, neither of them actually make money. They lose money.
Not profitable.
And we were taking shots at Ello. I don't understand at all the argument there, but Ty, are you in Ello?
Is he in Ello?
Are you an investor in Ello?
You let us know. Either way, Ello's hot right now.
Make sure my account is still deleted.
Ello.
Seriously, deleted.
Ello.co/Sliggity.
Hello, mate. I would like to say hello.
One more bit of news this week. I'm after the popularity of my segment last week,
TI.
taking it from you.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg and
IGGY.
Iggy Azalea. Iggy Azalea. I'm gonna be weighing in. I saw Gone Girl the other day.
You mean you saw Ben Affleck's?
Affleck?
Right, Ben Affleck.
Yes. Easily the most terrifying Halloween horror movie I've seen in years. And frankly, this was a pretty big deal. You've got a guy who marries this girl and then she's gone, hence the term Gone Girl. And there's a lot of lessons, I think, startup lessons to be learned, but I'll get to that later.
And you actually see NPH.
You see both NPH's Affleck and Affleck's.
Wow.
And so yeah, it's terrifying.
Gone Girl. Thanks for coming out. Making
Yeah,
moves.
I actually don't need this because you only write stuff now for you.
I know. I say Chase riff.
There's multiple points here where it says Chase, riff. Scott could lift up HubSpot. He's so strong.
Scott Kirshner had $1 billion market cap for breakfast this morning before he bailed on us.
God, he's got a great body.